but it loomed as a massive danger game for the Pies, given that it would mark the triumphant return of Hawthorn's superstar Peter Hudson after 17 months, yes, that's 17 months, out of the game with a knee injury. We'll take a look at that clash after the break on the Fox Footy Vault. To the Fox Footy Vault, and it's time now to take a look at the comeback match of the great Peter Hudson. Hutto had gone down with a crippling knee injury in the opening round of 1972, right at the peak of his powers as the biggest superstar in the game, coming off a record equalling 150 goals the previous season. Serious doubts lingered over his playing future, and many doubted if he would ever return to the field of battle, let alone rise again to the star status he had previously enjoyed. But the football world was abuzz with rumours in the lead-up to round 21 of 1973. The Hawks were in danger of crashing out of the finals contention, having lost their last three, and word spread that Hutto was about to make his long-awaited return. Sure enough, he made an entrance, a grand entrance, befitting a superstar, arriving at Waverley in a helicopter, having dashed across from his native Tasmania and stripped for his first game in 17 months. Badly out of condition and barely able to run or jump, the cynics questioned whether he would still have the magic. The answer came quickly, with Hutto booting the opening 2 goals of the game. The Hawks, buoyed by the return of their gun spearhead, rediscovered their competitive drive, and the match turned into a tight affair, with scores level at half-time, before the Magpies pulled out to a 2-goal lead at the final change. Now, more than 48,000 fans were on the edge of their seats. Hutto with an incredible 7 goals to three-quarter time. Could this inspirational effort on one leg lift the Hawks over the line? Let's find out now as we pick up play 5 minutes into the final term.
A long kick by Adamson towards centre wing. Clifton is up there, knocks it to ground, but Hawthorn have players everywhere. It's Bremner who gets it across towards Crimmins. Crimmins was interfered with, allows McCarthy in, he gets it to Zemski. Zemski in turn to Hendry. Hendry's at centre-half forward, takes a pot shot at goal, and he's put it through for a goal to the Hawks. A goal to the Hawks.
Umpire Robinson about to get play underway again. Capacity crowd here at Waverley. Max Richardson trying to break clear, goes to Thompson. Thompson boot Collingwood towards their half-forward line. Big herd against Bussell. Bussell front position. Down the ground it goes. Doug Gott, number 34, falls on top of the ball. So does Bussell. Umpire Robinson says, I'll have it. The ball up. About 35 to 40 metres out from Collingwood's goal. They lead by 1 straight kick. Martello, the tap down, goes to Wayne Richardson. He can't break clear. In turn, it's taken away by Jaworski, who's been a star. Towards the centre wing, awkward bounce. Leon Rice, the chance for the Hawthorn side. Well done, Oborn. Bremner, Salmon. Bremner breaks through the handball, but a whistle on play in the meantime. And the free kick will go to Ian Bremner. Centre wing on the outer side. Handball and the flash goes across to Douge. Douge to drive the Hawthorn side from the centre wing towards the half-forward line. Lurking there's Big Len Thompson, who's been a star. Thompson from the half-back line does it with ease, but his kick's a shocker taken by Douge. Douge a hurried to kick towards full forward. Here comes Hudson. 2 Collingwood players against Hudson, but a whistle on play, and Peter Hudson has the kick. Hudson has the kick.
And that was an extremely good decision by umpire Robinson. Hudson had first bite, it rebounded back to him, hit him on the hands, and then it was knocked away by the Collingwood defence. A clear mark, theoretically, to Peter Hudson.
Well, he's kicked 7, but he's a long way out from goal now. As we approach the 8-minute mark of the final quarter, Hudson lining up for goal number 8. Hasn't been kicking long distances today. He's been pulling his kick somewhat in towards the goal square. It's a Hawthorn mark. No, it's not paid. Don Scott took the mark, but a free kick will go Collingwood's way. And Don Scott was about to throw the football out of the grandstand.
And in doing so, Peter, he's incurred a 15-metre penalty, and that was a clear case of pushing Thompson out of the way to take that mark. Umpire Robinson has done a magnificent job this afternoon in controlling what could have been a very spiteful game, but it's been a very good exhibition of football because of his umpiring.
13-8 to 12-8. Thompson out towards the half-back line, and plays underway once more.
Oborn in the van, tries to get his boot to ball. Umpire Robinson has picked out that he held it too long, and that again was a good decision. Oborn had the opportunity to get rid of it, tried to elude another player and was grabbed, and he paid the penalty for it. It's big Al Martello to thump the ball down towards Peter Hudson A wall of Collingwood defenders there. Up goes the back. Thompson out of the pack, thumps it out towards Cranage. Cranage off the boot, dribbles it over the line, and it will be thrown in forward pocket for Hawthorn. The difference is 6 points. 8 minutes 40 seconds into the final quarter, and it's anybody's game. Thompson in front, but it's Hawthorn's tap down. Salmon takes it, boots it out to the open spaces. No one within 50 metres, and it's over the line again on the opposite side of the ground for a boundary throw-in.
The crowd here today, Thorold, almost 49,000, which would be a record for a home and away match here at Waverley. An enormous crowd as the Collingwood machine moves into motion. The handball goes across towards Wearmouth. Wearmouth from the centre wing, transferring play towards the half-forward line. The two number ones contest, and a great mark to Wayne Richardson.
Collingwood player on the ground at half-back flank. Has not moved.
We'll pick up that play in a moment, but the Collingwood side move towards their forward pocket, and Bustle takes it across the boundary line for a throw-in. A boundary throw-in, Collingwood into attack, deep in their forward pocket. They lead by 1 goal, 13-8, and Hawthorn at 12-8. And plays underway. Hurd number 15, taken by Martello. Out towards the half-back line it goes, and the two number ones contest again. No, it's Barry Price on this occasion. Way on calls umpire Robinson. Dean can't break clear. Here comes Wayne Richardson. He's in trouble. Can he break clear? Umpire Robinson on the spot allows play to go on, and speared away by Jaworski, who's played a tremendous game for the Hawthorn side. Here comes Salmon for Collingwood. Centre wing to drive the Magpies back towards their half-forward line. In front is Zemski. Behind is Atkinson, but a great mark to Zemski.
Zemski plays on, gets the ball to Heath, in turn to Knights. Knights kick up towards centre wing now. And the big pack fly, Thompson there, can't take it. It comes to ground for Ma to get boot to ball, up towards half-forward flank. In the van there was, for Hawthorn, was Big Don Scott. He was interfered with by Clifton, and Big Don Scott will take the free kick for Hawthorn. Scott looking for the 15-metre penalty. The ball wasn't returned to him on the full. Could have easily got it, but he's out on half-forward flank now. Hudson leading to the pocket. Hand pass coming to Ma. Ma quickly onto the boot. Up towards Hudson and McCarthy. Oh, McCarthy could have got the free kick there. He will get it because the Collingwood player in Dunn charged straight at McCarthy without any intention of taking the ball. And McCarthy looks for the short lead to Hudson and has found that player. And Hudson already has 7 goals of Hawthorn's 12. Let's see what he can do with his 11th kick. He's kicked 7 goals, 2, and 1 out of bounds on the full. Let's see what he can do. The difference is only 6 points. Will it be level after this attempt? It looks pretty accurate. Goal number 8 for Peter Hudson.
Well, scores a level at half-time, and plays underway again. Martello the thump. Here comes Wayne Richardson in trouble. Boots towards the half-forward line for the Collingwood side. Out comes Dews. Over the back it goes. Here comes the chance for Collingwood. Barry Price. Beautiful pass to McKenna. A gem. Barry Price, who's played a magnificent game this afternoon. It's been the Barry Price of old, Farrell, hasn't it?
It certainly
dashes,
has.
Tremendous pace, and the disposal has been absolute perfection.
He has not made a mistake. Clearly best player on the ground.
McKenna lines up, bangs for goal, and he's put it through.
Thompson, superb game in the ruck, taps it down. It's taken by his opponent, Scott. Great tackle by Price. Allows Salmon in for Collingwood. He gets it up towards Atkinson. Atkinson waits for the bounce when he should have gone to meet it. And it's taken away by Peter Knights in dashing style. 2 bounces down. He's almost at centre half forward. Thumps it right down in the direction of Hudson. Up flies the Collingwood defence. Thumped it away there was Gott. It's Martello who's got it now in the forward pocket. He drives it across towards the kick-off line. Dunn flies, and the mark is almost taken by McCarthy, but Dunn is equal to the task. He boots it down towards centre half-back, taken by Dean. Dean a hand pass across towards the reserve on for Collingwood. It's Beck. Beck boots it now up towards centre wing, and he's stumped after he'd kicked the ball. McKenna races to it, could have marked it. It goes off his boot, out of bounds on the full, when most Collingwood supporters and most of the crowd thought that it was a free kick to Beck on the centre wing.
14 minutes of play in the final quarter. Hawthorn through Kevin Heath towards the centre wing. The leapers are there. Down the ground it goes. A boundary throw-in coming up. Centre wing on this magnificent piece of turf here at VFL Park, Waverley. It looks like a putting green, the surface. An absolute picture. A record crowd for a home and away match of almost 50,000 people. And what a game they've seen. Angus boots towards the half-forward line for the Hawthorn side. Great mark over the back to Twiggy Dunn. Dunn for the Collingwood side. Collingwood lead by 1 goal. 14-8. Hawthorn 13-8. Dunn boots towards the half-forward line for Collingwood. Behind is Jaworski. Can't mark the ball. Angus, ridden to the ground, may get a free kick. Umpire Robinson calls play on. What's happening now? Now Hawthorn get the free kick to be taken by Jaworski, who's been an absolute star. Handball goes to Crimmins. Crimmins in turn towards the half-forward line, but he's put it out in the full, which is a fatal mistake at this time of the game. At the 15-minute mark of the final quarter, Hawthorn have to win this game virtually to keep their final 5 hopes alive, and they trail by 1 goal. Collingwood lead 14-8 to Hawthorn 13-8. Now Callaghan puts the ball back towards the centre wing.
Thumped forward by Hurd. It's Heath in the van for Hawthorn. He kicks it out wide towards Douge. Douge now has the opportunity to move it forward for Hawthorn. A nice balk turn there. Up towards half forward it goes. Clifton taps it down. It's well backed up, but the free kick goes to Martello. Well, umpire Robinson has given a very fine display here. He is right on the scene there as Martello's kick goes up towards Hudson. The raw ball drops short. It's picked up by Bremner, driven towards goal, but it's offline, and 1 behind only is the score, and that takes Hawthorn to 13-9, 87. Collingwood 14-8, 92. So it's 5 points the difference.
16 minutes of play in the final quarter. Collingwood out towards the back pocket. And Gott, who started off at centre half forward, delivers the ball towards the centre wing, member side of the ground, and a boundary throw-in coming up. Slightly towards the half forward line for the Hawthorn side. Collingwood lead by 5 points. A fantastic game of football here at VFL Park, which has been magnificently controlled by umpire Robinson. Here comes Douge in trouble towards the half-forward line, and Atkinson, a great mark. He's been a good player. He's got tremendous pace, this fellow. Atkinson boots towards the half-forward line. Collingwood look dangerous. Chance for Barry Price. Awkward bounce. Here comes big Normie Bussell. Bussell charging through from the half-back line. Clears it out towards the centre wing. Ian Bremner, number 20. Daryl Salmon for Collingwood, number 24. Centre wing on the outer side. And Ian Bremner wins out through the aid of Leon Rice, who shepherded well for him. Towards the half-forward line it goes. Collingwood players galore. Georgie Bissett, the hero of the Collingwood fans, streams downfield. Kick goes towards full forward. Over the back, McKenna. McKenna's mark. Peter McKenna from 35 metres out, directly in front. Collingwood's lead is 5 points at the 17.5-minute mark of this final quarter. McKenna has 3, and a goal here would be invaluable.
Would be vital, Peter. Vital is the word.
Let's watch it. Drop punt by McKenna. The goal umpire doesn't move much. It's there. 4th goal to Peter McKenna.
And what a great comeback it's been. Don Scott is grabbed by Thompson. Bissett's in there for Collingwood. Gets his boot to ball. Martello's in pursuit out on the outer wing position. Hooks it in nicely for a big fellow. Thumps it onto the left foot. Up towards half-back flank. And Clifton in the van for Collingwood takes the mark. A bit of rough stuff going on there. Jeff Clifton has the ball. Hendry's being pointed to by Clifton, and umpire Robinson calms the tempers down, and Clifton boots it towards the centre of the field. Thompson pushed out. It comes, and he'll get the kick for it. I was waiting for it. Umpire Robinson was a little delayed in his decision there. Thompson thumps it right down to the full forward zone. Hurd is underneath it. It goes off his hands into the hands of Douge. Douge is knocked out of the way. A hand pass by Beck goes across to Atkinson. He lines up and he's missed from point-blank range behind the Magpies. So once again, it's 2 clear goals the difference.
15-9 to 13-9, and 19.5 minutes of play have elapsed here at Waverley. And Kelvin Moore boots the desperate Hawthorn side back towards the half-back line. Peter Knights can't mark the ball, recovers well towards the centre wing. Bounces awkwardly. Centre wing. Oh, great dash by Lee Adamson. Adamson, number 33 for the Collingwood side. Bangs it down towards Big Bob Hurd. Wayne Richardson almost marked it. Peter Crimmins out to Kelvin Moore. In the back pocket, Moore back towards Kevin Heath, number 8. He can't take it. Goes to dashing Desmond Marr. Cross and turn to another reserve on the side of the Hawthorn side. Towards the centre wing, the mark taken by Stevenson. Hawthorn have both reserves on the ground. They're desperate. Stevenson towards the centre wing, handball to himself, in fact. Now he's off for a run. Where's Hudson in the goal square? That's where the kick's travelling, but it drops short of the mark. Is taken by Bremner. Hudson's calling for it, but Bremner, well, oops, Bremner doesn't know what to do. He was about to pass to Hudson and then decided to go back and take a kick, which is the obvious thing to do because he's only about 30 metres out. Hawthorn trail by 2 straight goals. Bremner bangs for goal and he's missed, and it's out of, whoops, still in play. Taken by Len Thompson, who's played a tremendous game for the Collingwood side. Out towards the refuge of the boundary line. Half-back flank for the Collingwood side on the outer side. Leon Rice being caught by the leg will take the free kick. No, he won't. Play on. No, what's umpire Robinson doing now? Yes, he's signalling that Leon Rice was being held by the leg. And Rice will take the free kick for the Hawthorn side on the half-forward line. 21 minutes of play in the final quarter. Hawthorn trail by 2 goals, and Rice to thump it down towards Hudson territory. Right towards full forward it goes. Plenty of Collingwood defenders there, and they have the run of the ball. Out towards half-back flank it goes. Handball towards Cranage. Cranage in turn towards the half-back flank, almost towards the centre wing, towards the boundary line, in fact, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. 21 minutes of play. Collingwood 15-9, Hawthorn 13-9.
Well, each quarter has been well over 30 minutes, so there's still plenty of time for Hawthorn. Tap down. Taken by Collingwood. It's O'Callaghan who's got it. Kicks it up towards Beck. Jaworski coming through, overruns the ball. In there is Wayne Richardson. He gets the hand pass across to Dean. Dean left foots it out towards the half-forward flank. Coming to it is Hurd and Bussell. Bussell can't take it, but he's quick to recover. Could be holding the ball, but play goes on as Jaworski comes in for Hawthorn. He boots it now up towards the half-forward line. Adamson and big McCarthy fly, but Adamson got it in the back. It wasn't McCarthy, it was Stevenson who got into the back of Adamson, and it's Adamson to take the free kick.
14 kicks too, Thorold. He's played a very good game.
A very serviceable game at centre-half back. For a period, he was on to Peter Hudson, but only stayed momentarily there, and now he boots it to centre-half forward. Hurd flies, but the man in front is Dunn, will be paid the mark. Dunn was playing at full back for the third quarter in the early part of the final quarter. He thumps it a good 65 metres right down towards McKenna. It's going to bounce towards goal. McKenna has it in the forward pocket, loses it at the psychological moment, and out of play it goes.
22.5 minutes of play in the final quarter. Collingwood clinging to a 2-goal lead. 15-9, Hawthorn 13-9. The Hawks' final 5 hopes are slipping as time races away from them. Jaworski out towards half-back flank. Here comes Twiggy Dunn. Dunn about 40 metres out from goal. May get a free kick. No, he won't. Play on. Back it comes to Dunn. There's Marr, number 30 for the Hawthorn side. And it's a smother. And umpire Robinson calls for a bounce. 23 minutes of play approaching. Collingwood, a 2-goal lead after scores were levelled half-time. Down to Douche, the chance knows Peter Crimmins. So many blondies in this Hawthorn side. Crimmins towards the half-back line. Great mark to O'Callaghan.
He moved his body into position beautifully then.
Collingwood looking stronger now. Hawthorn, their burst, I think, is finished. O'Callaghan, a long thumping kick down towards full forward. Big Bob Hurst lurking behind. Knocked away by Martello towards Douche. Douche from the back pocket to break clear. Out towards half-back flank. Member side of the ground, Stevenson. Whoops, 15-metre penalty for Shaw. Max Richardson, what are you doing? Could be a 30-metre penalty if he carries on like that. Well, umpire Robinson Thorold, I'm sure you'll agree, has done a tremendous job this afternoon.
He has, Peter, and I've seen him in 3 very tough games that he's had in the last 4 or 5 weeks. And he's the umpire of the season in the exhibitions I've seen. A high kick in the air by Stevenson, a wasted opportunity, thumped away by Cranage. It's in the hands now of Cranage, right back to Max Richardson. A short kick by Richardson has found Beck. Beck looking for drawing the man to him. Hand pass to Price. Price at centre-half forward, lines it up and he's put it through. The game is sealed for the Magpies.
That goal to Collingwood star Barry Price sealed a vital win for the Magpies, home in the end by 18 points to wrap up the 1973 minor premiership. But this match will be remembered forever in footy's folklore as Hutto's return. An incredible 8-goal comeback on one leg despite not having pulled on the boots for 17 months. How do you do? He would battle this injury on and off for the next 5 years, ultimately returning to his brilliant best in 1977, but no one could ever take away